Okay, so here's the lowdown. It is February 3 Pacific Standard Time. We are going on February 4 GMT. You can see, as I had said, that it was either going to cross here and continue up, or it was likely going to target this, and I was in a, so I went into a sell position to target this. So we can see that the price did close just about 15 pips away from that. About 15 pips. It came within 15 pips of this support. So question is whether it will continue to drop out of those lows and hit this support, or has it reached the support itself. So this has been a total of 24 hours, one day, at this support price. You know, anything can happen, but I'm just making this update to show what is going to happen next. So if it crosses this line, this area right here, this region, is going to act as some kind of polarity, act as and most likely a support. But we can see that if we look at the H1, let's go into, H4. So look at the H4, we can see that this is the current playbook that we're looking at, the play structure. Okay, so this is the weekly standard deviation. As I said, you know, selling to here, and then we can see that there's a gap here. So our region, a support region here, and so what would it do? It appears that it did react to this. You can see that you have this slope here of the M15 region, and you also have these higher lows here, so that you can see how the slope is corresponding to this M15 standard deviation. So does that mean that it will continue to try to test this weekly standard deviation, this weekly mean? And it's possible, but if you wanted to trade that, if you're looking to trade this, then you're looking at about a 50 pip stop versus a 59, about a 60 pip target. So it's still more that's still greater than 1-to-1, but you know, by the time you could have caught this, you know, around here. So if you wanted to really trade that, I would wait until it returns back into closer to this polarity region here, this stop region, and then buy it up to this mean value here. If it doesn't do that, then that's okay. You just have other opportunities to trade. So right now it looks like it's this region is converging, and it's operating between these means, using these mean values of different time frames as boundaries. So this is this is the H1, this is the M15 standard deviation, and this is the weekly standard deviation. So this is the M30 standard deviation. So if we're looking at the weekly, if you look at the weekly, what the difference is with those standard deviations, we've got about 178. It spans about 177 pips, right? And versus 160. So that's about a 1-to-1. And if we look further than that, you can see that's about a 215, right? Versus 177. So as far as these time frame deviations, we have more on the support side, and also we'll make sure that that's an H4, this is an M5, that's an M1. So an H4 and a weekly versus the M15, H1, and M30. So these are shorter time frames operating as support towards the weekly, and after you get on the other side of the weekly is our longer time frame standard deviations. So acting as a resistance. So what does that mean? It means that you have selling pressure, but you also have on the long term, but you also have a short term support. currently, because the price is on the side of that support, and that support is shorter term time ranges. So currently, it looks like what that means is that it's the price is rising. The short-term time frames are determining that the price rise until it reaches a certain longer-term time range, which is the H4 time range, which is determining that it remain lower. And currently, this even longer than that, even longer than the H4 is the weekly time range, which is also the price is on the lower side of that. So again, as the maximum target, we'd be looking at that's about 60 pips away, and the maximum stop would be about 47 pips away, 48 pips away. So it is still possible to try to use this as a buy with a positive reward to risk, but I would prefer a better entry, such as down here near the lows, the past lows, where you can see that these clearly these lows are sloping with the M15 standard deviation slope. So for myself, I'll choose to see what happens if it returns back into here and interacts with this region, this slope region. Then I will decide to buy or sell in here to minimize the stop versus the target. And then, of course, if it appears to be continuing down towards this, towards the M30 deviation, then we use this as a polarity, and it's still a stop region, but we use the other side as a stop region. So same value, but targeting this. All right, let's see what happens.